Yo, what's good, guys? Spence Locks coming at you with another video today. We have Eastern Conference Finals playoff game today. We got a matchup between the Indiana Pacers and Boston Celtics. Game 1 tip-off is set for 8 p.m. Eastern time tonight in Boston. Throw me a like right now on the video, guys. I'm going to give you guys a ton of sauce right now. And if you're not already subscribed to my channel, so show some support. Drop me the subscribe and hit the bell icon so you guys get notified when I drop more videos. Putting a lot of time, hours of research into this, looking at the lines, making sure I get you guys the best insights and predictions, analysis on the game, as well as we're going to wrap it up with some player props, give you guys some of my leans on player props. And yeah, guys, we're looking to crush another best bet for VIP tonight. If you guys aren't already on my VIP, it's pretty cheap, really good price. You can use code playoffs for 20% off of any of these. Try it out for a week, grab a month, grab a year pass, or try it out for a day, whatever you like. Like I said, these are my best bets where I'm going to be throwing down the most amount of my own money on these bets. Everybody on my VIP gets sent these same plays every single day, the same ones that I'm blocking in myself personally. So I feel good about them. I ride all my own VIP plays. I'm also going to be hooking you guys up with a free analysis right here in this video and some player prop leans. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description. If you guys want to get on my winnable free plan or the VIP plan, link is in the description below, as well as all of the apps like your sports books and your player prop DFS apps. Click the links in the description when you download those, and you're going to get extra money and bonus bets for the sports books, and you're going to get double your first deposit on the DFS apps like Prize Pick, Sleeper, Underdog, Better, Chalkboard. You make sure you use the link, my link in the description. I appreciate you guys so much. So let's get into the game for today. First, let's take a look at what our best friends, the public, are doing today. So one game on tonight. Let's look. Money line. Big percentage of the bets coming on here for the Celtics. Doesn't surprise me. But if you look at the money here, 68% still is on the Celtics to win this game. Game 1 in Boston. Indiana coming off that crazy win in Madison Square Garden against the Knicks. Banged up Knicks team. Shot NBA record highs in shooting. Hitting like 50 to 60 to 70% at times throughout the game. Field goals and three-pointers. Just an absolute show in New York. We're going to talk about what I think of my predictions for the game after this. Let's just look at the spread here. This is what we got. The public and the total. Public thinks is going over, and I would, have to agree with that there. I don't think that these two, number 1 and number 2 offensive efficiency teams, they're going to come out here in game 1 and look to put up some points. The pace is going to be hot. It all just depends if the Pacers are making shots like they were last game or they regress a lot. And that's what we're going to talk about here on this video. Obviously, the Pacers have been playing tremendously hot. You can make arguments for both sides, which we'll talk about. But, yeah. Injury report. We got no injuries for the Pacers. Really, really healthy team right now. No one on the injury report. Halliburton was on the injury report before. He's completely fine now. And after last game, you can see he was hot last game. I look for a regression tonight. We'll talk about it in a little while. For the Celtics, we got Kristaps Porzingis. He's out still. He might return later in the series, maybe about game 3, 4. I'm not sure, depending on how the series is looking. But he's out, definitely. And we have Xavier Tillman also, who is questionable for the Celtics. He's another center for them. So Al Horford is going to get the start against Miles Turner, and we're going to see how that matchup goes down. During the regular season, these teams met 5 times. Boston was 3-2 and 2-3 against the spread. At home in Boston, they were 2-0 and 1-1 against the spread. So, although they did play 5 times in the regular season, one game they didn't have Porzingis, one game Halliburton didn't play, one game Siakam wasn't there, so you can't take too much away from the regular season matchups. Besides the fact that these scores were really high scoring games. Game 1, Indiana won 122 to 112. Game 2, Boston won 118 to 101. Game 3, Indiana won 133 to 131. Game 4, Boston wins 155 to 104. Game 5, Boston wins 129-124. So you can't take too much from it because now we have no Porzingis for the Celtics. Siakam and Halliburton weren't playing some games for the Pacers. You can't take too much away from the fact, other than the fact that these two teams are putting up scoring. Right. Indiana's defense, it's well matched for the Celtics offense. It's for what it is worth. I know Indiana doesn't play a really good ton of defense, but the Pacers defense is first and second at defending against above the break and corner threes. The Celtics like to take most three-point shots in the NBA. The Celtics team doesn't like to attack the interior. So, although the Pacers defense isn't the best defense, what they are good at doing, or what the Celtics are good what the Pacers defense is good at defending is what the Celtics offense loves to attack. So you could see the Pacers defense put up a little bit better against the Celtics offense than maybe they had done in the past. Only 33% of the Pacers opponents' shot attempts came from the 3-point line. They played the Bucks and the Knicks, were 4th and 11th in 3-point frequency. So that's a little bit of a statistic for you. Although, the Bucks and the Knicks, they're kind of banged up. No Damian Lillard for the Bucks, no Giannis for the Bucks. And then you guys saw the Knicks lineup. It's completely in shambles. And so part of me is like, the Pacers have never seen a team recently that is going to play like the Celtics. And the other part of me is like, damn, the Pacers are hot right now. But let's continue to talk about this. Boston's offense is one of the best three-point shooting offenses we have ever seen. They're first in three-point frequency and second in three-point efficiency. So Boston, if they're hot tonight at home, they're going to be lacing threes. In their 5 matchup against the Pacers in the regular season, they shot 37.6 3-point shot attempts per game, hitting 43.6 of their 3-point shots on average throughout the 5 games versus the Pacers in the regular season. The Celtics are an elite interior defense. This is where the Pacers like to attack. Teams really struggle to run the fast break on the Celtics. Their transition defense ranks 2nd in defensive frequency in transition and 1st in efficiency. So we know how the Pacers like to play. They love that fast break offense. They love charging down the court, slinging the ball around. Right, and this is something that the Celtics are good at defending. So, that is another advantage for the Celtics. The Pacers played the Knicks, who are 1st in offensive rebounds this season. The Celtics are ranked 14th in offensive rebounds. So, the Knicks, but then again, the Knicks didn't really have their best centers, Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle, and they were really banged up. Hartenstein had that one good game for the Knicks in rebounds, but it wasn't like they were seeing nothing too crazy on opposition for offensive rebounds. In the playoffs, the Pacers are 5-0 at home and 2-5 on the road. The Celtics are 4-2 at home and 4-0 on the road. Boston has looked really good in Game 1s this year, destroying the Heat and the Cavs in both Game 1s of both of those series this playoffs. But I think the Heat and the Cavs are trash. I think the Pacers are a lot better than the Heat and the Cavs. But you could make the argument on the other side that the Pacers have played a banged-up Bucks team and almost barely made it through that series. And then they barely made it through the run with the Knicks. So I have a pretty good prediction of how this game goes down, at least Game 1 anyway. I do think the Pacers get at least 1 to 2 wins in this series and potentially more. I don't think the Pacers are going to roll over. I don't think the Pacers don't come up with a win in this series. I think they're going to make it really competitive, and they're going to blow a lot of people away. This is Game 1, but maybe let's see the lines. But for tomorrow, next game, but maybe Pacers take Game 2 type of thing. You know what I mean? Since 2003, let's talk about this. Since 2003. Teams coming off Game 7 which is the Pacers in this situation. Teams coming off Game 7 wins are 22-41 straight up and 24-38 against the spread. Teams who are coming off Game 7 wins who are underdogs in the next game are 12-30 straight up and 18-30 against the spread. So this is not looking very good for the Pacers historically. I never like to be a historian and go back to 2003 like nobody gives a fuck. Like the Pacers are here right now, and I'm always like a person that's like, fuck what happened in the past, like new shit. Like look at the record they set last game, you know what I mean, with the amount of field goals they made in their shooting percentage. Like, so shit happens all the time. I'm not here to say that the Pacers don't have a shot, but that's part of the thing with Game 1s. We got to see how these two teams are playing in the playoffs with the injuries, with the updated rosters. Game 1 is a little bit, definitely the most challenging game to predict because you don't know how they're going to come out. After you see them play Game 1, it gets easier throughout the series. However, I do think in this game, I think Celtics take this game at home. Now the spread line is a little bit high. It's in at about like 10 right now. -10 for the Celtics, +10 for the Pacers, which means, the Celtics, if you lock that, the Celtics would have to win by 10 points. And the Pacers, if you lock them at +10, the Pacers would have to win the game or they can't lose by more than 10 points. It's kind of a toss-up because that's a big number. But then you see the Cavs in the Celtics and the Heat in the Celtics play in that game, those games, and the Celtics are double-digiting them. So, and they have against the Pacers in the past. The game total, I mean, I don't know how you could rock with anything besides over. Maybe you look at Boston Celtics team total over. I believe it's like 106.5, I believe. Or you just lock in the total game total. I do think this, and this might be controversial again, but the Pacers against the Knicks shot record high numbers, something the NBA has never even seen before. Expect them to regress tonight. Look, they have been into 3 different cities in the last week. They probably haven't slept. They're coming into the TD Garden tonight to play the Boston, who are well rested. And people might say, yo, Spence, the rust thing, like Celtics might be rusty. And I'm here to tell you, like, they're going to beat the fucking dog shit out of the Pacers tonight. And it's going to get gross in the Garden. And Celtics take this game. I don't think there's another way around it. Yes, the Pacers might get some wins in, but I think Celtics take this game. That's what I think, honestly. Drop me a like or a comment, you should already fucking like the video, but drop me a comment what you guys think. Am I nuts? Part of me was like, when I was doing this analysis and everything, I was just watching the Pacers play the Knicks last game. But then I remembered the Knicks were banged up as shit. Brunson was out the whole entire fourth quarter, and they almost came back and won. And the Pacers were shooting immaculately, and the Knicks had nobody in their lineup. Everybody's hurt. Josh Hart hurt. Everything. Mitchell Robinson, Julius Randle, Brunson. Like, who were the Knicks playing with? Miles McBride and Precious Achiuwa, and they still almost came back at the end. And the Pacers were shooting lights out. Like, damn, dude. Expect regression for the Pacers tonight as far as their shooting percentages coming on the road in a Game 1 after winning Game 7, statistically. Now, also, you got to think the Celtics defense is much better than the Knicks defense. The Celtics are pretty healthy, except they just don't have Porzingis. And this is going to be a Tatum moment. Is Tatum going to do damage, or is Tatum going to lead this team to the conference finals? To the NBA finals, or is he going to fumble? And I think we have no other choice besides to come out tonight and rock Celtics. But let's talk about some player props real quick. So, since I do think the Celtics are going to perform well tonight, I'm going to take a look at rocking some Indiana player props under tonight, especially because after last game, they're so inflated in people's minds. And I was almost a victim to this as well. Indiana put on a fucking show last night. Indiana put on a fucking show against the Knicks, and everybody thinks like, yo, overs. Expect regression. And so I have Siakam props under tonight. Let's take a look here. It's under 20.5. I expect regression, and even that last win against the Knicks where they put up numbers, he still didn't even hit 20.5. He did the 2 games before, but as you can see, he's only 3 out of the last 10 hitting this line. I would definitely rock Pascal Siakam. Look for him to come down to earth tonight and lock him at under. Let's take a look at another one for the Pacers, and like I said, I'm rocking more Pacers slips under. Going Tyrese Halliburton points and assists under. As you can see, last game where he cooked, bro, had like 5 or 4 3-point shots and just cleared. I mean, he cleared this by a lot, but that was a game of the year for him. Honestly, he put up work. I mean, these games are where, I mean, let's look at actually points, because if you think he might be a facilitator tonight, you might want to just look at points. But I would probably do points and assists. The line's pretty high. I look for them to come down to earth tonight. I look for Boston's defense to step up and stop them, and I look for him not to be as hot this game as he was last game. Let's take a look at some Celtics props. I do like Peyton Pritchard to go under tonight. I like him to go under tonight, and the reason is because I have in my points and assists. These are all leans, guys. These are not official locks yet. The official plays like that I give for VIP is a VIP play. That's where I'm putting bread behind. Any of these leans, I might put them up into like a chalkboard parlay of a 2-man or something and send it out. Oh shit, I might send it out to you guys in the Discord for free. But I'm just giving you guys an analysis on why I think these players, and you guys can use them in slips, create your own with them. Let me know, fade me, tail me, whatever. But yo, so Peyton Pritchard, he went up against shitty opponents for the Cavs and in the Magic. I mean, the Cavs in the Heat, man. Like, to be honest, like, you know, those people are not T.J. McConnell or any of the people that Pritchard's going to go against now. And so I just, for that reason, bro, I just feel like, you know, he still went 3 out of 10 on this. It's at 12.5. I'm rocking the under on Peyton Pritchard tonight. Points and assists, and then our man Al, Big Al Horford, man, fucking lock the under, slam the under for this man on PRA tonight. Man had an absolute game of the year. You could see him. He was like, whoa, at the end when he hit that 3-pointer. Man's going under tonight, 19.5. He hasn't hit that in the last nine games. Slam Al Horford under tonight. Slam Al Horford under tonight. Indiana's hot right now, but Indiana's on the road coming into the TD Garden. Expect Boston to handle business tonight in Game 1. Game 2 is a little bit different, you know, so make sure you come back to the video, follow me along on this series, because although we will expect the unexpected, sometimes you got to stick to the roots. I'm out of here. Thanks for the love, guys. Spence Lux.